You're watching the TGM production.
Ladies and gentlemen, TGM Productions is proud to present doing his first ever stand-up comedy gig for the first time ever, because he only recently made his global online appearance. It's the one and only Monkey! Hello! Hello! It's me! Monkey! Yes! Sorry about that. My name's Monkey. Yes, I made my first online appearance on the YouTube channel. Oh, Mason. Now, I like to start this conversation. Stand-up comedy about, cough. Now, I live in a flat share with Albert Flowerpot, Disco Dave, Roger, Raven Coolbread, some others. I'm still learning names. Very forgetful. And, so, we're all new to the world of this, right? And I thought I'll do some stand-up comedy! Because Albert Flowerpot's done stand-up comedy. Ruthless Nige has done stand-up comedy, I know his name. And, I'm sort of waiting for the others to do stand-up comedy. And they all said to me, yeah, we're doing it. I went, right then. But they're making other appearances online first. So I thought, I'll do stand-up comedy. It's fun! Hey! Yeah, stand-up comedy! And, I also heard there's some headshots going to be taken of me later. How exciting! For me it is. Anyway, so I'm just like wearing this get-up. It's going to be my permanent. I don't like wearing ties. I was dressing up for Halloween once, and I found this. I thought I'm brilliant. Anyway, let me put that there. Anyway, so you're probably wondering, why am I? Yes, why am I called Monkey? Well, I'm called Monkey because my parents, right, were massive fans of the PG Tips advert. Now, you're probably wondering, Monkey, are we on about the chimps that weren't monkeys, or Johnny Vegas' monkey that's now with Emily Atack? Well, when I was a child, I thought, Mummy, was it, am I named after Monkey of PG Tips? And she went, yes, when really she meant the chimps, but they look more like monkeys. She meant her PG Tips monkeys, right? Not my PG Tips monkey. But I got bullied at school. Oh, I know. They all kept trying to quote me the PG Tips adverts, including the teachers. But they would try to quote with me the chimps. It was a little bit like, how many different generations can try and bully me? I don't know. Quite a lot. In the end, I got them back, because on Halloween, I got my cousin come round and dressed for Johnny Vegas, and I dressed up as Monkey as we went to school, because we were having a school disco. Disco Dave, disco. We're having a school disco. What about a disco? And so, on this disco, on this disco, itch your leg, on this disco, they're all like, ha. And I went, joke's on you, because I found this funny first. You can't laugh at me. And by that point, I got friends with someone. She was called, what was she called? She was called Barry. And I went, what's your last name? Ironically, her last name was Scott. So I went, bang, in the dirtiest God, and she went, yeah, fair enough. And by that point, me and Barry Scott were best friends. Yeah. We went on all sorts of adventures. Me? I went to wherever they were selling the PG Tips monkey and bought it. I went, that's me! And I said every birthday for like 2 years, I got the new version of Sell It Bang so she can go. And I thought, it's not a name for a woman, but it was yeah. Don't question it. And she went, hi, I'm Barry Scott. Bang! And the turn is gone. Here's my new set. And I thought, yeah, that's what you should do. And eventually, like 15 years later, she said to me, I really want to get into filmmaking. I went, all right, yeah. I'm going to create a YouTube channel. What shall I call it? I said, call it Barry Scott and use a photo of your eyes, your nose, your mouth over the Silly Bang Man Barry Scott. Because that'd be funny. Because you can make funny films, do some comedy sketches. I hate the word skit. Burn skit. Anyway, so you can call it, The Dirty's Gone as a sketch series. And it's you doing different Barry Scott things. So it's like Barry Scott, and you dress up as Barry Scott. So it'll be like Barry Scott, down Tesco's, or Barry Scott in Asda, or Barry Scott in Costco, or Barry Scott trying to buy a bed in IKEA. Well, I didn't eye that Kia, did I? Whee! Anyway, but we were like best friends. We were the British Advert Friends. We created a band once called the British Adverts. And one of our songs went like this. Right, went like this. Oh yes, I'm the Advert Man. Oh yes, I'm the Advert Man. You see me on the adverts with Johnny Vegas and Silly Bang. We're the Advert Men. We're the Advert Men. Actually, she's not a man, but we're advertisement. When she was born, her parents had never seen Silly Bang. We're the Advert Men. We're the Advert Men. And I thought, what a cracking idea. It got to number 1 on the Spanish charts. I know. I thought it was really weird. So we had to go into Hasta la Vista. Or whatever it was. Hasta la Vista. No, that's a quote from a film. And we went to a Spanish treasure, Top of the Pops. Which was actually, if you translate to English, called Bottom, Nearly, Nowhere Near the Top. Because apparently their charts reversed. 10's good, 1's bad. We were there, we were singing, and I went, I want to not lip sync. And we got the, I asked the backing dancers for British bands to come along with me to say, do you want to be on Spanish Top of the Pops? And they went, okay. So we did it. It was years before talent shows, so we couldn't go on Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, but we live life. We live life to the fullest. But what was the word I'm looking for? I get very confused, it seems. But I have this cold. So as I said, I live in this house share, and I get a lot of colds. But I got a cold because I'm living here in this flat share. This room is labelled on the door studio. I thought, oh, fancy. But it's not a studio apartment or a studio flat. It's generally a film studio. The editors edit on over there. This is TGM Productions' office, if you will. Yeah, I'm all new to this. I thought my name would ridicule me, but really, that hasn't ridiculed me at all. I managed to do quite a lot in what seems to be a short period of time. So, yeah, comedy's always been an interesting thing for me. I've always been in love with Morecambe and Wise, the Two Ronnies, and all the other forms of comedy. Been a very interesting road. And me wanting to do stand-up is something I never thought in my life I'd want to do. Nowhere near did I think I, monkey, can do stand-up. I never thought that. It was something tricky to comprehend, if you will. I had to think to myself, really? I want to do stand-up comedy? I thought, not in a million years did I think that was going to be possible. But here we are, recording stand-up comedy. It's a whirlwind, if you will. It's a ginormous whirlwind. It's a tsunami. Tsunami, of course. It's a tsunami. So, one of the things... Sorry about that cough. My voice is going, I think. I don't know. One of the things that makes it really interesting for me is I don't like bananas. They call me monkey. I just don't like bananas. And I always get questions. Why? Oh, why do you not like bananas? And I go, well, It's a tricky thing that, right? It's a tricky thing not liking bananas. And so I thought to myself, well, what is the real reason why I don't like bananas? Well, it could be a million different reasons for not liking bananas. But I do think it's rebellion. It's rebellion against my name. Being called Monkey, you know, a lot of rebellion in your life, right? So I think, well, to be rebel, I need to not like bananas. 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 Rebel. Rebel. Rebel, I tell you. I tell you that now. I'm going to rebel. Rebel against the love of bananas because I'm never going to love bananas. You're never going to force me to love bananas. You're never going to force me to love bananas. Because they're slimy. They're yellow. Why? Why is a banana yellow? Well, I don't know the ins and outs of why bananas are yellow, actually. I don't know that sort of level of detail at the moment. I'm still learning about the world. Because organic farming doesn't sound right to me at the moment. So, yeah. I'm not a fan of bananas. I'm not a fan of Twix. I'm not a fan of twirls. Sorry, I have to do this. In my family, every time I say, you're not a fan of twirls, you have to give a twirl. Why? Don't know. Don't ask me. If you do ask me, I won't tell you, because I don't know. It's one of those things. You have like family traditions, but you sort of never know what they're about or why. Your family is tradition in that way. So, the question in everyone's minds are, really? That it? Right, okay. So, let me just walk this way for a minute. I'm going to do some walking stand-up now. I'm going to do power walk. So, doing this comedy lark is quite fun. It's interesting, but this is my first time doing it, so I'd like some feedback. Monkey wants feedback because I'm considering doing some live stand-up on Twitch. So, in a world, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, that was it. When I was 5, I went to Skegness, and I thought, alright, okay, I'll find Nessie there. You know, the monster. Because if he doesn't live in Loch Ness, I assume he might live in Skegness. Because obviously, if you don't live in Loch Ness, you might live in Skegness. Turns out, a mate of mine saw him down in Brighton Beach. I thought, what an odd place to be. Brighton Beach. It's top 10 weirdest places to go. And I thought, why was Nessie, right? You know, from that programme, Family Ness. Family Ness. You know, Family Ness, yeah, that programme. Why? Wait, I'm confused. Why would he want to move to Brighton Beach? I mean, I've got nothing wrong with Brighton or anything, but if he doesn't want to live where people think he lives, Scotland, and he didn't want to live in Skegness, after his name, Ness, then why Brighton? It's not like he's got a name. Oh, actually, that's where he met his wife, didn't it, Brighton? No, I'm thinking of Bridlington. Yeah, I heard that on the internet. I was on a forum called, Where in Loch Ness Monster. Nessie. And it was a Nessie forum, and they said, in Nessie's life in 1835, Nessie got married to his wife in Skegness. No, Bridlington. They misspelled Bridlington, but wrote Skegness. I was roaring laughing that I misspelled Brighton and put Blackpool. Yeah, it was equally as embarrassing, you know. Equally as embarrassing. You gotta admit, it was equally as embarrassing. Anyway, so I'm looking at this forum and going, right, okay. So I said to family, mummy, daddy, mummy, grandma, grandma, I said to all the family, right? Mother, father, granddad, grandma, could you, take me to Skegness to go meet the Loch Ness Monster? And they went, are you sure? I went, oh, I am sure. You'll call me Mr. Chauffeur. But we don't. We're the one family in the entire world that have no last name. How's that possible? You're Mrs. No last name, are you? Yeah. 'Cause that's my last name. So you're Monkey No last name. Alright, okay. Wait, what? How did I not know that? You didn't ask. But I had to write a lot of things in school. Again, they didn't ask. Great. That's, yeah. So many questions. So many questions there. Anyway, so we went. It was a very awkward time at that time. Anyway, so we went to Skegness. And, I said, can I pitch a tent on the, beach? I spoke to the council. They said yes. Alright. Fast mover. Where are you going to sleep? In a caravan. Right. Great. Thanks. Great. Anyway, they stayed in the caravan. I was about, 6 or 7. I was 12. I do know how old I am. I just don't want to say it online. I don't want to be public about it. I don't want to be public about my age unless I have to. Right? Okay. So, we're trying to work out where it is. So I've got my binoculars. I remember they did a item on this on Blue Peter once. Right, so I'm waiting. Got my binoculars. I've got my binoculars, right, guys. And I'm waiting. So imagine me as a 12-year-old. Only slightly shorter than I am now. So, I'm waiting. Got my binoculars. Anyway, so, got my binoculars. I'm waiting. I need to take the microphone with me to do that. It was a dolphin. Boo, dolphin, boo. And Mother said, was that a dolphin? I went, yeah, I don't need to boo off. Right. Could you just be more friendly? I'm trying to get Nessie here, Mother. Right, okay. So I'm there, I'm waiting. And then a leopard comes out of nowhere. It's actually just a dog that was painted leopard colours. Because apparently he was part of a travelling circus. And I'm waiting. And I just start doing a little bit of a drive. And nothing. I said, Blue Peter lied to me, Mother. And she went, well, they were in Scotland. What? Not in Skegness? She went, no. You never were in Skegness. Why did you let me go to Skegness? When not even Blue Peter went to Skegness. Yes, Skegness is beautiful. But I wanted to find Nessie. There wasn't even any Nessie merchandise in Skegness. It was a rip-off. Anyway, they said, well, next year we could go to Loch Ness. Right. Anyway, the next year comes round. I said, Mummy, can we go to Loch Lomond? She went, why? I went, I want to go and find Loch Ness. She went, okay. So, we go to Loch Lomond. And I'm on the beach again. Done the same. She spoke to the council. Far too quick. I'm watching. I see a dolphin. I see a whale. Because why not? And then Mother said to me, you know Nessie's not here. You let me do that again, Mother. And she went, well, we didn't tell you it was Loch Ness. But why did you convince us? Yes, I love Loch Lomond. And I know there's a song that I can't think of any words. But I want to meet Nessie. And she's like, right, well, we're going to have to go to Loch Ness. Next year comes on, and we go, I said, Mummy, can we go to Caledonia? She went, no, we're going to Loch Ness this time. Oh, why? Because that's where all the merchandise and where the sightings of Nessie has been, and that's where Blue Peter went. Okay, but I want to go to Caledonia to so I can go, Caledonia, everything's alright. I want to be able to sing the song, Caledonia. What about Nessie? I've given up on that now. My dreams of meeting Nessie have gone. Have faded away. I'm no longer, no more. Monkey no longer wants Loch Ness. I want a cup of PG Tips. And I said to mother, why do we not drink PG Tips? We're talking about Nessie here, not cups of... But why do we drink Yorkshire tea? Because we're from Yorkshire, love. Why not? We're from Devon. That's not near Yorkshire. Read a map. I go, well, you need to read a map, love. And she went, don't love me. What else am I supposed to do? I'm your son. Okay, pal. Don't pal me. That makes sense that time. Didn't make sense before. But yeah, it was a very tricky time as a child because I was glued. It was all because of Family Nest. You know, the TV show where the bagpipes start to play at Family Nest. Do 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 do. Family Nest. Family Nest. Family Nest. So, on that note, where can I go? I like to say it's been fun trying to track back my life and do stand-up comedy. I've never done it before, but I was going to do a photo shoot, but the camera is going to die and the backup camera is going to die. What am I going to do? I did walk off stage because obviously that's what you meant to do. I'll take the mic with me, won't I? And then you give it to compare. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Monkey! Woo, 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 woo. There'll be more stand-up coming soon because we've got endless stand-up. Thank you once again to Monkey!